Hey everybody, this is Alan Fine. I'm here with Stephen McGilray, who is the Chief Partner Marketing Officer at Internova Travel Group. We're at their Internova Focus on Destinations. The point of this video is to show you how hard they worked with their suppliers, destinations in this case, to give the tools and give the products needed by travel advisors here on Insider Travel Report. Now, you started with your presentation talking about net worth individuals. I thought that was worth talking about.
Mm-hmm. Sure. It's just, one of the things that we always try to do in our marketing efforts is to be relevant to the reader. And our mission is really to talk to the members' customers, because the agencies submit their customer lists and share their list with us. We then market back to those consumers on behalf of the travel advisor. And the smarter we can be when communicating to those households, the better off the advisor, because the advisor is the call to action in all that we do. So we have just appended some high net worth data to our database, so now we can talk to those households that we know have incomes of $1 million, $5 million, $10 million, $20 million. And your messaging is different as you go up that affluence ladder.
Your data is so good, and you're working off of the data, so everything you do is calculated properly. But what I want to talk about this is, how are you explaining the value of your advisors to the suppliers?
Well, you participated today and heard
This is one example.
Yeah, the presentation. And look, our job to the destinations is why we want a relationship with you is so we can communicate your information and content about your destination to our retail travel advisors. And with the bottom line being, an educated advisor on the destination probably sells that destination more than if they're not educated on there, because the advisor, a knowledgeable advisor is the key element in convincing consumers to travel not only to destinations, but what product they take, what hotel they stay in, what cruise line they cruise on.
Are you finding that the suppliers are increasing their marketing spend with you guys?
Yes, and
where are you seeing the strongest growth?
Well, the primary reason why suppliers invest with us is because their return on investment. So they give us marketing co-op. We utilize it in consumer messaging, but also in B2B. Remember, B2B, talking to the member agents is critical about the products, whether it's cruise, tour, destinations, air. So, it goes up every year because the network sells more every year.
And how is Internova using advisor and client data, I know you do, to make marketing more effective for suppliers?
Well, the intelligence we have about the household, and remember, this is all talking to the members' customers. Our B2C strategy is not buying mass media, billboards and magazines, and no, our marketing is about talking to the members' customers to drive them back to their retailer. So all of the direct mail and email and social posts that we make, it's not, the call to action is never travel leaders. It's always back to the retail advisor who submitted the customer name. And we do this in all forms of consumer media. But remember, the call to action is always the retailer who supplied the customer name. And so a member submits their customer list. We then append data, intelligence to it, age, income, multiple fields of data, and it allows us to, let's say a supplier comes to us and says, in my demographic, it's a 60-plus audience. Let's say it's a river cruise company, and they all pursue 50-plus households. So first thing I'm going in is looking at households, 50-plus, maybe empty nesters, people who, river cruising, the demographics on it, mostly college educated, a more affluent incomes. So those are all demographics I can pull on. So when I do that mailer, that might be pushing the river cruise line, it's more relevant to the reader, and it's not going to a family with little ones.
You're not swimming uphill. You're going with the stream.
It's more relevant, right, and it's a better ROI for the supplier. So that's the reason why we append all the intelligence. And probably the most important bit of intelligence, Alan, is knowing the household's past travel history, where they've been, because no surprise, but the most predictive thing where someone will travel and how they will travel is based upon where they've been.
Now, we're going out to travel advisors. They're listening. What marketing tools are actually moving the needle for your advisors right now?
Oh, I would say I would make 3 recommendations to advisors who today belong to Travel Leaders Network, and the same thing to advisors that and agencies that may not currently belong. There are 3 things. Get involved in our consumer marketing, meaning share your customer list with us, and we will return immense value back to you. Get your advisor profile, build a profile about why you're in the business, what you're good at, what you sell, get it posted on travelleaders.com, and you will get new customer leads. And the other thing is get involved in our social media tools. We've got a program called Social Share Pro where the advisor allows us to post to their social channels, Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, all the social channels, and we post on their behalf. And, look, lots of advisors, they're good in social. Some aren't so good. But the thing that we say to them is, look, you're busy doing what you do best, selling travel. Many of you tell us you don't have time to keep your social channels up to date with meaningful, timely posts. We'll do that for them, with them always as the click through, as the call to action. So social, consumer marketing, and lead gen. 3 things that I think members, I want them to do. And if you're a non-member, get on board.
And forward strategy, looking ahead, what's the biggest shift in how Internova will approach marketing over the next year and a half?
AI.
I knew you were going to say that.
If you list...
No. And in fact, the word you were looking for was repurposing.
Sure.
You talked to destinations and said, you don't have to invest any money. You don't even have to look at a blank page and come up with a new campaign. Repurpose what you have. It's already smart and good.
Pointing that content... Yeah.
Explain why.
Where AI
can see it.
Can see it and scroll it and then act and access it and use it. And it is a little tweak to where your content is, but I think, look, the tools have to be built, and that's one of the things at Travel Leaders Network and at Internova we're doing vigorously. I think you saw from our AI presentation, we are on the front edge of building solutions rooted in AI for travel agencies and advisors. So again, I would say to the current members of our network and of Internova, great things are coming about AI. And if today you're not part of our network, I think come on board and take advantage.
I think that the travel advisors who are on board are going to see more of that smart agentic AI with the destinations repurposing coming through in their normal workload, in their normal workflow.
Me too. And I think the ones that do it and get on board early are going to reap the benefits. And like I said to the 30 or 40 destinations here today, you all have a unique opportunity to be early adopters to this. Mm-hmm. And when we challenge them to get involved with our AI team, I saw heads in the audience saying, yes, I'm going to do it.
And then the ones who had little dips realized, I can get rid of the dips. We can stop the seasonality with this. Right?
Oh, sure. That's part of our central message to the destinations is we can help you with the seasonality, the dips in your travel, in the travel calendar to your destination, and we also can fuel
Slow travel.
the destinations in their country that are less traveled to. You know, remember
Load balancing.
Remember, remember these are destinations that have to represent their entire region, entire country, and you know, not every one of them is Paris, Rome. You know, we'll work with Italian tourism to parts of Italy that need tourism and need the help because they're challenged with not only delivering passengers, obviously, to the country of Italy, but to the regions as well.
You got your hands full, but you're doing a great job. Thank you for talking to us.
Alan, thank you very much.
And this is Alan Fine for Insider Travel Report.